What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Riley Jimison. Thank you for joining me this week. If you're new here, thank you for checking me out. If you're a long-term subscriber, you know I appreciate you guys hanging out. This week, I've only got one thing to say. Let there be light. Again, because I did it again last week. But light! I like light! Alright, so all ridiculousness aside, I'm very, very happy to have lights in these cages. Not because now you can see just how dirty they are during the winter, but because I have a much easier time seeing my animals. And I thought because I just put in some more lights in here, I would show off the animals in question and just kind of give you a peek at the animals that reside in this big stack of enclosures. So let's dive right into it. Alright, so first up is this girl here. This is an adult female Morelia Bradley, also known as a Centralian python. And as you can see, I've let her get a little bit messy this winter in hopes that leaving her scent around here will help her feel comfortable in about 2.5 weeks when it's time to start introductions. The neat thing about Morelia Bradley, unlike a lot of other carpet pythons, is they are spring breeders. So you cool them in the winter. You get them actually much colder than you would some of your other carpets. They can take it into the high 40s, low 50s as long as they can warm back up during the day. And then they breed a little bit later. So while I'm wrapping up breeding intros for a lot of other animals, I haven't even started with this girl. So she spends her days in here and goes into a cold bathroom every night. And second week of March, I will be starting to pair her and see if I've been able to get her cold enough and cycled enough ready to breed. So this is her 2016 Lazic line female Morelia Bradley, produced by Stephen Katz of SBK Reptiles. Alright, on to the next girl. Alright, this next filthy girl, and by filthy I mean I've let her enclosure get filthy, is this female citrus tiger het albino, produced by Eric Burke of EB Morelia. And she's got, you know, a few little lay options in here and some tubes and things, but she's pushed them all out of the way to give her plenty of room on the heat because she is actually in her post-ovulatory shed. So she is right in the thick of it. You can see her milky blue eyes and muted color. So this will be her first year producing. She is also a 2016 animal, so she's getting on 4.5 years old. She's about as early as carpets tend to breed for me. This animal's something special, quite a knockout when she's not in shed. And I really, really can't wait to see what sort of offspring she produces, having been paired with my male striped possible super caramel albino. And now, thank you to these new lights, I'll be able to enjoy her in all of her glory once, you know, all of this mess is gone and she's shed and I clean her up. But anyway, that is one of the expecting females for this season, a female citrus tiger het albino. Pretty much the only cross project I have going on anymore, so. Alrighty, let's move on to the next female. Alright, next up is this big, beautiful girl. She is a jungle carpet python produced by Nick Mutton. She's a 2011 animal. And she came to me by way of my good friend Travis Johnson of Living Legless. She produced a few clutches for him that didn't go so well, so I'm going to give her one more shot to see what's going on. I don't think she'll produce for me this year. I paired her with a 2019 striped jungle male of my own production. He was pretty young. They can breed that young, but I don't know if he was ready to get the job done. So all signs point to a pass on her. But at the very least, she's quite pretty. And she's mellowed out since coming to me. I can handle her no problem, which is quite contrary to her history. So happy to have a big, beautiful jungle in here that I can stare at under these pretty new lights. And she's been with me for over 1.5 years now, so it's not like I'm just getting her, just trying her out. She's been here, so. Well, that's her. New lights, pretty snake, can't go wrong. Alrighty, next up. Alright, next up is my love Azteca twice proven breeder female jungle carpet for me. Produced by Todd Dyer of Psychotic Exotics. Just a stunning snake. Now I get to enjoy her in all of her glory under these lights without having to use a flashlight. And again, like the previous jungle, she was given the same opportunity with that same young male to try and make some more striped jungles. And I don't think this is the year for that little boy. So next year he'll have another year of maturity under his belt and we'll get cracking. But either way, they're stunning animals. I love staring at them. And I should mention that as everybody sheds and cleans up and doesn't need the scent anymore, I'm going to be putting everybody on the CMC liners paper here. Ed was kind enough to get me some sizes for my 4-foot cages, so now I have liners for all of them. So tubs and cages will very soon be only outfitted with the best. And I'll try and remember to include Ed's information in the description below so you can get yourself some liners as well. So yes, this is one of my prize jungle girls. No babies for her this year, I don't think. And she's looking good. New lights make a huge difference. Alrighty, on to the next one. So, as you can tell, this beautiful lady is an albino. She is a pure Darwin albino, also produced by Todd Dyer of Psychotic Exotics, and I specifically wanted an albino Darwin from him years ago, from a particular male of his named Cam, who just throws the most beautiful albinos. Great contrast, good banding and striping, just a gorgeous animal. And she's all fired up because she just shed and I just cleaned her out and put her on the new liners. Another snake that I don't think is going to produce for me this year. Looking good, but she seems to want more time. She's also 4.5 years old, so... And at this point in the season, it's kind of late. I did throw a male in one more time just for, you know, ruling out any human error by pulling males too soon or anything like that. But now you all can enjoy her in all of her glory. She's one of the hardest snakes to photograph, film, capture her colors accurately, and thanks to some new lights, we can do just that. So we'll let her get back to thinking about her new arrangement, new surroundings, and we'll move on to the next carpet python and the stack of lights. Alright, so don't crucify me. I lied. I forgot not everything is carpet pythons in here. I forgot I do have my communal group of Madagascar giant hognos who are definitely in need of a good cleaning, but like my carpets, I let them have their funk and their filth for the winter. And I am not going to be poking these things or messing with them even though my hand's in the cage. These things are rear-fanged venomous, and you really don't know how you're going to react until you get bit. Fortunately, they're very seldom known to bite. If anything, they are bluff strikers through and through. They love to hiss, give you the flat cobra hood defense. One of my females will even headbutt me and growl at me somewhat like a cobra. And this is her deep in shed, so she's not going to give me the full display, but she's definitely hissing if you hear her. And they're fun, but man, are they the messiest snakes in here. They go to the bathroom so much between the three of them in here. So like the breeding animals that we've seen thus far, I let them have a little bit of funk for the winter to keep their scent and hormones and things around, see if it makes any difference. So time will tell if they produce for me again this year. I would love to have some more captive born and bred mad hoggies, so one last shot. Pretty sure this is the big male. Alright, so back on track with carpet pythons. Sorry I lied, sorry I switched gears, but gotta show the hogno some love. And don't crucify me for cohabitation. They like it. Just because you don't doesn't mean they don't. Alright, back to Morelia. Alright, last but not least is my Xanthic female coastal, also produced by Todd Dyer of Psychotic Exotics. And this girl gave me a beautiful clutch last season. And it went so well, I decided to do a repeat pairing in hopes I get some better odds with the the tigers and some visuals. So she is gravid right now, as you can see, looking nice and plump. Apologies for my heater kicking on right now. It's cold, I'm sure most of y'all know that. Anyway, I just wanted to show off her. She's at the top of the stack here. And we'll see if she notices any difference with the lights. I'm certainly enjoying being able to see her much more easily up here. So I'll be able to keep a closer eye on her, and really excited to see another clutch of eggs come from her this season from a tiger het axanthic male. Same pairing as last year. Alright, y'all. That's the last one. That's super cool to see everything lit up like that. Well worth the sweat and hard work getting it all drilled out and lined up and set up. So, thank you to Grant, my boss of GX3, for giving me these old lights that he was going to probably just ditch. And really happy that my girlfriend got me the first set of lights and LEDs for the other cages I showed y'all last week, because that really whipped me into gear of getting some lights going. So I'm pretty happy about that. So now it's just all about, you know, making more improvements. Hence the new lights in this stack. I've got more to do. But I'm really having fun, you know, spending more time dialing things in, hooking things up, and really nice to finally be able to see my animals much easier. So on that note, I will leave you guys and catch you all next week. Before I go, don't forget to go sign up to become a member for US ARC. There's a lot of legislation going on right now to try and take away our rights to keep reptiles, and they're the only ones out there fighting for our rights. It's only $5 a month to become a member. Anybody can afford that. I'm a member. You can donate more. You can do one-time donations. There's a lot we can do, given that they do so much for us. So get out there, support your US ARC. Definitely go become a member, and don't forget to keep loving your reptiles. It's all about having fun, and if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Alrighty, catch you all next week. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you all next week. Peace.